Hi, my name is Kartik Venkateshwaran, and I will be explaining about the dimensional model, what dimensions and attributes we have used for our project. So, as Hemant explained in the project overview and scope and the problem solved, that what we are trying to create is a waitlist for the high school. So, accordingly, we have designed our bus matrix and our dimensional model. On the current slide, you can see the bus matrix, the detailed bus matrix for the student wait list. So as you can see, the fact table is our fact table is going to be named as fact wait list, and our grain type is an accumulating snapshot, since we expect that data in the database will be constantly, the rows will be constantly updating themselves as the status of a student and other attributes keep updating. And as you can see, the granularity, so it's one row per course. Now the granularity for that will depend on the student ID and the course selected and the term for which it has been selected. And as you can see, what dimensions we are going to be using is going to be the date time dimension, we are going to use the student dimension, we are going to use the course dimension, and we are working with the term dimension. Moving on to the next slide, you can see the bubble chart. So in this, we basically illustrate the relations between dimensions and fact. So what we are showing here is that how the dimensions relate to the fact. So what kind of data will be coming in from all these dimensions. Obviously, the fact table will be using the primary keys from all our dimensions. So we move on to the Excel sheets for these. Um, So this is the explanation of our detailed bus matrix. So as you can see, we have included the business process name, which is creating the student waitlist, and the fact table, which has the fact, which is being named as the fact waitlist. And as I've already previously explained, it's the accumulating snapshot and one row per course. So moving ahead to the attribute and matrix list. So as you can see, there are detailed attributes defined for each fact, each dimension. So student dimension, as you can see, has the attributes that are required for a student, and then we have the dimensions. We have attributes of class and term, and also for our fact table. Moving ahead to the oh, I'm sorry. Moving ahead to the detailed dimensional model. So as you can see, we have created our audit table. This will be used to track changes to our data, since our data includes is SCD type 2 with attributes. And then we move on to the date dimension. So this has been done to like capture all the details about the date. And we move on to the student dimension. So here you can see all the details about students, and all attributes related to the student, to a particular student, will be captured here. And this dimension, this is the class dimension, so all details related to class will be captured here. And this is the term dimension, so we have all the details related to the term dimension that have been captured here. As you can see, this is the fact. So all of the details relating to the fact will be captured here. As we can clearly see, the course ID, student ID, and the term ID have been borrowed from the various dimensions, and the waitlist ID will be our natural key for this fact waitlist. So moving ahead, Celeste will now explain the ETL flow and other attributes, other attributes as related.